Alright, looks like we are up and running. Looks like we're up and running here. Alright.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too, Mark.
Right.
I mean, you wouldn't really.
Hello everybody, welcome to another D&D session, continuing our holiday session from last week. Today I'm doing things slightly differently. I mean, I'm still recording the video and all that, but I also decided to go ahead and try live streaming it as well, so that's streaming up on my Twitch. Also, there's new little things at the bottom of the video that you can use to see my YouTube, Tumblr, Twitch, basically any way to find me, basically. So there's that. I guess we'll go ahead and get started here by letting everyone introduce themselves as per usual.
Hey, I'm StupidWoWGuy. I'm playing Deacondel, the elf cleric, ready for some googaboo and some boogaboo. Okay.
Emily, that means you. Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. Sorry, I was checking something. Anyways, I am Miaharpy. I am currently playing as Gentle Punt, Earth Pony Monk.
Alrighty. I'm Sureen Ink, playing, interestingly enough, Sureen Ink, the Unicorn Bard.
And I am Falling Star, and I'm trying to kill them.
Right.
And I'll try to not care.
Alrighty. I guess we can go ahead and get started. Continuing from where we were last week. Recap of last week?
That's your guys' job.
Alrighty. Last week we found a dude that was like upset and didn't want to like continue his life and whatever. We got charged with taking him to, what was it, Oakwood or something like that?
Yep.
And we found a bunch of bad guys. Turns out they're all working for Bale. And then when we got to Oakwood, all the people we'd been traveling with are now people of Bale, even though we killed half of them. Very confusing.
We put some horses on the party train. We arrived at the party station, and it's not looking very good.
Right.
What actually was your mission at the beginning of all this?
I don't know. I forgot.
I know we were supposed to take the dude to Oakwood. I don't know that we were told anything beyond that. And if we were told, I honestly don't remember.
I think someone got told. Fairly sure somebody got told.
Okay. I think Goose Lady told Deacondel to train up that old man. Oh, we finally got a sprite, or token. That's good.
Yeah, I kept forgetting about him last week because we didn't have a token for him.
Yeah.
So George.
Just a guy's upset face.
Well, in basically, the elf maiden took Deacondel aside and asked of him to improve the mood of the depressed Sir George. as you ventured to Oakwood, you saw a number of disturbing things upon the road. What sort of things did you see?
Well, basically, a man who we had to chop off his leg in order for him to stay alive. And we also found a pony that's been raped and a cult with his parents dead.
Yep.
A rape pony, a Batman pony, and assassins or something.
Well, cultists, but assassins is a rather apt word, as they are cultists of Bahal, the god of murder.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just before you got to Oakwood, you found another guy.
Yep, a drunken guy. I kind of
That's
feel
right.
sorry for Jen.
We did find the drunk guy. I forgot about
Who,
the drunk guy.
who smelled really bad. And he was all over Gentle Punt.
Yep. Prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Several times, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and when you finally got to Oakwood, what was waiting for you?
Basically the same that we start out with, but everyone was part of the, well, evil group.
Yeah. It's like everybody suddenly disappeared on us, and now everybody that we had met were now cultists.
For a large part, the drunk that you had taken with you, he was not a cultist, but he was at the bar, slumped over. The bartender, who at this point is an old man, when you found him, he was middle-aged, but you recognize him, particularly from the fact that he's missing one leg. He's not a cultist, but he does seem rather forlorn. There was, of course, that small filly there who's currently shivering in fear under one of the bar stools. But aside from that, yes, there were about a dozen, if not more, cultists in the bar enjoying a raucous meal.
Yep.
And we're all confused. It's like, what?
Yep.
Oh,
I think
Be
Sir
right back.
George. I don't think Sir George became a cultist, but it seems everyone else did.
Sir George is still with you. As far as he knows, he's just as confused as all of you.
Yep.
So I guess the question now is, what do you want to do?
That is the question, isn't it? Well, that I have no idea, to be honest.
Anyone? Anyone? Bueller?
Yeah, that is a reference.
That is a reference, yes.
You can't be there, you're drunk.
Gonna get us all the views on the Twitches. Do we want to go after the cart? I know it's a lazy DM trick, but do we want to go after the cart?
What cart?
The cart apparently got stolen.
And the cart just like
Or were we just
disappeared
riding
when
on
we-
nothing?
Yeah.
You were either walking or pulling a cart. The cart is no longer there. If you wanted to search for the cart, then you can go ahead and do a perception check.
Yeah.
back.
Welcome
I'm
back.
sorry
Welcome
about that.
We're trying to decide what to do, but none of us are good at deciding what to do.
Well, Deacondel did a lot, so this time he's just sitting back.
Well, I am going to use the perception and insight on the area.
No.
Okay.
In general bar. Right.
Just sort of in general, or you trying to perceive or insight anything specific?
Basically, on anything she's familiar with that has changed. see all the changes and such. Basically.
All right, that'd be a perception check.
All right.
So you can go ahead and roll that.
All right.
Quite good. This town, from what you can see, particularly this tavern, they all look like an exact copy of Birchwood for all intents and purposes. The tavern has the same layout, the same chairs, same bar, same fireplace, everything. There is a large hole in the roof. It looks like it caught on fire and was fortunately put out, but has not been repaired for some time. The bartender, again, is still there. He's, of course, missing a leg. He appears gaunt, forlorn, as I mentioned. The bard who was playing, entertaining the filly at the Birchwood Tavern, appears drunk and slumped over upon the bar. They look, aside from small stylistic changes, they appear to be the same person. The filly hasn't changed much, except before she was jovial and now she's terrified. The bar mare appears to be prostituting herself. There's one thing you do notice that might be interesting. That small colt that you picked up on the road, whose parents have died, he appears to be at the head of the table of the cultists. He's now several years older, obviously.
Well, what Gentle Punt is going to do is walk up first to the bartender and ask, "Are we in Oakville?"
The bartender looks up at you, puts his dirty mug down, and says, "Yes, you're in Oakwood."
I mean,
What can I
Oakwood,
get
sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, that was my fault. There. Nothing at the moment, thank you. Yeah, she's still kind of puzzled about the whole general tart.
If you insist, make yourself at home. If you want.
Okay. Gentle Punt is going to do one last thing. She's going to use an Arcana check on the area. Because, again, this is really weird to her, so...
You do not detect any strange magical influence.
Oops.
Alright. Gentle Punt walks back to her group and is like, huh? Well, apparently this is Oakwood, and and I don't sense any magical properties either.
Puzzling. Very puzzling. I'm trying to think, but I have no idea. That's my problem.
If you don't know, then you might want to consider getting some more information that you can consider. For that, you would ask questions.
Gentle Punt is going to leave the tavern to see if the town that Oakwood is identical to the town that they left from.
Alright. I'll use that 18 perception that you've already done. And yeah, it appears to be all pretty much identical. The layout, the topography, the buildings, the view. Aside from some dilapidation. It appears identical.
Wow. Okay, Punt returns back into the tavern and walks over to the bartender again as wait a minute. Question. What is the town that we left previously called? I forgot to write.
You
it down.
left Birchwood and are now in Oakwood.
All right.
Cute.
Well, Gentlewood is going to. Gentle Punt! Oh my gosh, I can't think today. Gentle Punt is going to ask the bartender if Oakwood was made to look a lot like Birchwood.
Birchwood? Oh, I haven't heard that name in a long time. This town used to be called Birchwood many years ago.
What? Right now, Gentle Punt is going to do a history check to see if he somehow went around in a circle or something.
Go for it.
We got work through time.
And she doesn't.
Alright. That's not a great history check, but it does suddenly dawn on you that when you were in Birchwood, there were no towns that were 2 hours away, and there was no such thing as Oakwood.
Oh boy.
Nobody stopped to try to do that last session.
Oops.
It's like, oh crap. She goes back to the group and tells everyone this.
Sereen's puzzled by that.
Yeah. Again, I think we're all confused by now. Is Sir George still there with them, or?
Oh yeah, he's looking very confused.
Gentle Punt is going to go to Sir George and she's going to ask, did you know if there was a Oakwood before we left?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't thinking properly. The elf, she just brought me to the tavern and thrust me upon you. I did not consider what or why.
May I ask if you know exactly who the elf is?
Well, yeah, she was a paladin of our order, originally a cleric. A very powerful practitioner, a channeler of the divine power of our goddess. From what I hear, she partook of the events in Baldur's Gate not long ago.
Okay, then answer me this. How in the world did she believe there was an Oakwood when there wasn't one to begin with?
For the life of me, and by my honor, I cannot answer that.
Gentle Punt is puzzled from everything that's going on.
Puzzling.
What kind of check is it for Gentle Punt to determine what exactly, if it is magical, what could it been? Is that like a...
If you are assuming that something magical has taken place, then an Arcana check would suffice to determine what it could be.
Alright. Thank you.
Yeah. So we already did an Arcana check and didn't give us any information.
For magical properties. The thing is, we could pass something that brought us to here, like a portal.
You don't know much about magic, but you do know there are some pretty crazy things in this world. You don't know precisely what, but I mean, it's possible that something magical could have occurred. It would definitely be a high-level thing, though.
Okay, that's when Gentle Punt is going to go to Sureen Ink since she's a unicorn. So she might know something. So she basically asks her if she knows anything that could have basically brought them to where they're at now.
Right. Serene can Arcana check. Is that that's what is that? Is that wisdom?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
And you have bardic knowledge, which I believe means if the d20 is a 10, is below a 10, you could just take a 10, which you probably should.
Right, which I probably should since I just rolled 6.
All right, so if that 3 was a 10, you would have rolled a 13. Well, thinking back to your knowledge of magical doings, there are things that could produce an effect such as this. The simplest would be a very powerful illusion spell, but a magic check, like an Arcana check, or even a high perception check, would see through such a ruse. Aside from illusion, something only on the neighborhood of a wish spell or something divine, something begot by the gods, would be able to do that. It's fairly major.
Right. Alright. Well, I will relay that information.
Alright. Well, Gentle Punt doesn't really think it's an illusion.
Yeah. Serene's pretty sure it's not an illusion because we would have detected it with the Arcana check. So it can't be an illusion. Maybe like a wish spell or something. She's noticing that everybody seems older, and she's kind of thinking like somehow time travel. But
Well, the people seem older from when you met them on the road, but from when you met them in the Birchwood Tavern, they look to be the same age. The middle-aged man who now appears to be the bartender, he has aged maybe 20 to 30 years. The drunk man has maybe aged, on the order of years, if not months.
That is perplexing. That is quite perplexing.
In other words, the people you met on the road were younger versions of the ones they appear to be in the tavern.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But each of them seems to have aged a different amount. So it's not like we just got pushed forward like 5 years or something. So, Serene is going to walk up to the bartender and say, I see you're missing a leg.
Is it that obvious?
I don't suppose you might be willing to tell me the story of exactly how you lost said leg.
The old man heaves a tired sigh. Well, I was transporting a barrel of ale some years ago. My cart must have hit a rock, and the wheel fell off. All I remember is a sharp pain in my leg, and then I blacked out. I woke up some days later in my town. My leg had been mended, but I know not by who.
That is curious.
I kind of worry about talking to the sharp mind. It's like, oh great, what is he going to say?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
All right. Let's see. Perception.
Perception.
Oh wow.
Not bad.
You notice that Colt is occasionally looking your way.
Well, Sureen is going to return to the group and relay the fact that it seems that what they did on the road seems to have affected the people now. Like, the guy lost his leg because, we cut his leg off and whatnot. And then we mended it and all that. She's going to relay that information.
Emily, call it high, medium, or low.
Medium.
Medium.
Oh, it's high.
That's on the high side. Alright, we'll compromise. When you've returned to the group and relay that, Sir George is going to, before you even manage to tell him about it, he's going to head over to the bar and he's going to put his hand on the back of the slumped over drunk guy. He's going to try to shake him. You can hear him saying, brother, are you alright?
Huh?
And as part of the compromise, because you're not quite sure if Sir George heard what you told everyone else, you think maybe it'd be a good idea to make sure he got informed.
Right. That it probably would be. Well, Serene will make her way over towards Sir George and once again relay the information to him.
Alright, the drunk guy burps. Sir George listens to you with a whole mess of confusion and concern. He thinks back. It's strange. When I was a child, I ventured with my father to transport a barrel of ale. I was riding on the cart when it hit a rock. The cart stumbled, and I was able to push the barrel of ale out of the way. I fear it would have landed on my father if I had not.
Serene gets a mental connection about that, but she's not sure what to say about that. Because, that's basically exactly it right there. Sounds like this old barkeeper is somehow his father, but that doesn't make sense. She's gonna ask Sir George about that.
Sir George is going to turn to the bartender and give him a look. Yes, he looks world-weary and aged, but that man is definitely my father.
And he didn't help him! Gasp!
She's going to ask Sir George then that if this man appears as if his father, then if any of the other occurrences along the road seem familiar to him.
Now that you mention it, finding my brother in that drunken stupor before we arrived here, although I did not find him on the road, I found him in Baldur's Gate. I found him in much the same state, drunken, ignorant, and lacking sense. He pauses a moment to think back. The cultists. Yes, I remember speaking to a cultist many years ago, back when I was just starting out. I urged him to forego his evil ways, and after some doing, he agreed. I think I lost touch with him, but from what I understand, the cult in that area, the cultists of Bahal, they disbanded, I believe, due to his influence.
Yet here are a group of cultists otherwise. Hang on.
Well, this got interesting.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. She's going to stop and she's going to kind of rub her chin with her hoof. And then she's going to look at Sir George and say, what if you weren't there to do any of that? Could something like this have occurred?
Sir George almost recoils at the suggestion. His eyes go wide with realization and fear. When I was depressed, He hangs his head in shame. I wished that I had not been born, that my life had been undone. I confess I heard a voice in my head that it would be done. I thought nothing of it. I was delirious, and yet looking around, it is almost as if my wish has come true.
Sureen has a spark in her eye now. The thought of the wish spell comes to mind. She quickly grabs Sir George and pulls him back to the rest of the group and kind of informs them of her thoughts. The idea that he wished for his unexistence, and that possibly somebody cast a wish spell. Perhaps even maybe even the elf herself there.
So basically everything that happened is because Sir George wasn't alive for this sort of dimension.
Right. He wished that his life had been undone, and now it's as if his life has been undone. As if possibly somebody was there to cast the wish spell. Sir George said that, he heard something say that it would be done, and we all know gods and things like that like to play fun little games with people, like
Yes, they do.
granting their wishes in perverse and extraordinary ways and whatnot.
Well, now we gotta make, what's his name? Sir George. Now we gotta make him talk like Jimmy Stewart, so. You want that?
Jensen Punt is going to ask, is there a way to counteract the wish spell?
Anyone who wants to try to find that answer, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
I do believe that's my Arcana check there.
Well, a wish spell is incredibly powerful. You need to be roughly a 19th, I think, level spellcaster in order to cast it. And I think you can only do it once per year or something crazy like that. It's incredibly taxing and powerful. The only real way to counter it is with another wish spell or with divine intervention.
So now the question becomes,
How do we
do so?
find someone who can do it?
Yep. The other question is does Sir George want to counter the wish spell? Sureen's actually going to ask him that.
He nods enthusiastically. I swear, when I thought of that, I had no idea of the consequences. It was a fit of depression. I now see the error of my ways, and I seek to undo them.
And the lesson learned for today is don't get depressed.
Or at least not so depressed that you wish you didn't exist, because you never know how you influence someone's life.
So, we gotta find a very powerful mage.
I find some kind of really powerful mage, somebody who can reverse the spell by casting it again. Sereen's only thoughts are returning to where they came from. Maybe the elf there would still be there. But then the other question becomes, can they even return there? I mean, where we're at.
Jensen Punt is going to say, I think we're supposed to return. Probably back to the town we belong. I mean, we were in.
Get back, Jojo.
Jensen Punt is going to also say that she heard a soft female voice in her head that told her to return.
Alrighty. Well, in that
I love
case,
the bard. The bard just hears that somebody spoke inside the head of one of her companions. She's like, "Alrighty."
Right.
And he's like, "What? What the hell?"
Right.
They're drunk.
Well, I mean,
Well, he deals with drunk people, so.
Moving along from that one. Yeah. Sereen's going to kind of take that as a sign and say, alright, let's return then.
So let's try to get back to Birchwood. If we came in over here just by 2 hours of walking, maybe we'll get back.
Yeah. Perhaps we could get there faster if the 2 non-ponies rode upon the backs of the ponies and then the ponies charged forth.
All right.
Well, it's definitely an option. So is that the decision? You guys are going to return to Birchwood with all haste?
Yep.
Sounds
All
like
right.
it to me.
As you leave the tavern, you notice... Well, first of all, you notice it's quite dark out. It's officially nighttime at this point. The path is swirling on into the darkness. What sort of light sources are you going to procure?
Serene's
light.
probably just gonna use her horn. She can cast light on her horn.
Alright, is that, 25 squares?
20 feet, I think. 20 feet of
Yeah,
bright
20
light,
feet.
20 feet of,
Is that the
yeah.
light spell?
yeah, the light cantrip. I'm thinking it's 20 feet of, bright light, 20 feet of
Yep.
dim
You
light.
You are correct. 20-foot radius, bright, 20-foot additional dim. Alright. So, you all head out. Description time, yay! Snow has begun to fall as you emerge from the tavern, billowing clouds concealing the inky black night sky. Clumps of white land silently upon the earth and remain until crushed by your boots or hooves. After some long minutes of travel, you notice the ground beginning to turn white as the precipitation begins to pile. On the path ahead, a dim torchlight catches your eye. It illuminates a man pushing a wooden handcart.
Pushing a wooden hand.
Perception.
Go
On
for
the.
Yep. That's what, intelligence as well?
That's perception is wisdom.
Perception is wisdom.
Oh. She
Well-
can't see because of the snow.
It looks like a man pushing a wooden handcart.
Yeah, I didn't do much better.
Yeah. I will say, Serene, that there is a little bit of a familiarity about this, as you might have already anticipated.
Well, I
What are
kind
you
of figured myself too, but she can't see a thing.
What are you all going to do?
Actually, I think we would go over to the man pushing the cart.
Probably.
So you will approach him?
Yeah, to see how he's doing.
Alright.
In this
as
cool
you
weather.
As you approach, the man hears you, and he turns. When he does, you notice the cart, one side of it sort of rises up several inches, and then the wheel pops off of its axle.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
At this point, you would say, I attempted to do X.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, I attempt to rush over to the cart to keep it from falling onto the man.
Yeah.
Alright, first of all, roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh, sweet! Don't fail me now. And it fails me now.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Mage hand, hold on to the cart.
Alright, Mage Hand. Let's see. Unfortunately, can not carry more than 10 pounds. Why don't you roll an Arcana check?
Not too bad.
You quickly summon up your spectral hand, which grabs the cart in an attempt to steady it. However, it's not working very well. Gentle Punt, why don't you make me another acrobatics check?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You are slipping on the snow. Unfortunately,
Gentle Button is going to try to yell, "Get out of the way! That cart is going to fall!" Or,
the man turns turns back to his cart. As it's falling over, the barrel falls out of the cart and lands upon his leg. The man screams in pain.
Oh dear. Well, Punt still hurries up to get the barrel off the man then.
Alright, make me an athletics check.
Oh, and I do good at athletics, and I have +4 for acrobatics. What?
After
Right.
slipping and sliding on the snow to get over to the man, you easily flank check the barrel off of his leg. He continues to scream in pain.
Medicine check.
Go for it.
Yep,
She's trying to do her best to help this man.
right.
Alright. Blood is beginning to come out of what you would assume is torn skin, and his leg has a very, shall we say, crushed appearance about it.
Oh,
The injury is fairly severe. However, infection and gangrene has not set in. With proper medicine, swiftly applied, you may be able to save his leg.
pushing of healing now.
Alright, just dump it down his throat.
Yes.
Right.
Alright. The old man seems to recognize the potion as soon as you remove it. He gratefully chugs it down. Before your very eyes, as is the wont of these potions, his leg sort of re-inflates as the bone corrects itself and his wounds heal. Panting, lying on the cold ground, he looks up to you. Oh, thank you! Thank you, you saved me!
Of course, anyone would do it if they saw this. And she actually takes advantages and starts wrapping his leg.
Alright. Is anyone else going to do anything?
Serene, Serene is gonna. Sorry, hang on.
Poor Emily.
Sorry, I think I need a drink or something, but I don't have one. Serene is going to nudge Sir George over here.
Okay, nudging is successful.
I don't know. Just going to tell him to go help or something.
Call it high, medium, or low.
Medium.
Sir George is, shall we say, hesitant. He turns to you and says softly, "But, my goddess, I have abandoned her, and she has abandoned me. I do not know if I can help." Oh, come on, you're a bard.
Yes!
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm trying to think here. Sorry, I really have no idea. I guess I'll just tell him flat out. Doesn't matter, you know.
Does it really
Still be
matter?
able to
It's
do
his
anything.
father. Help
Yeah,
him.
should still be able to get in there and help anyway. You know. I mean, none of us are, you know, working for his goddess or anything, and we're helping.
Why don't you make a persuasion check?
Alrighty, charisma.
Yep.
I don't think I have anything in that. Nope. Okay.
After a few more silent moments, he, almost begrudgingly and yet forcing his will out, he does take the requisite steps forward and kneels down beside the man, beside Gentle Punt. He places his hands upon the man's leg and closes his eyes. Gentle Punt, you hear him whisper the word, please. Very slowly, his hands begin to glow with a radiant white light. And whatever wounds the man had remaining are completely healed.
Gentle Punt smiles at Sir George. It's like, good job.
Perhaps my goddess has not abandoned me yet.
It appears she hasn't.
So what are you guys going to do next?
Well, we're going to try to fix the cards again for the
Hope that we don't spend 15 minutes trying to put the wheel on wrong again. That was great.
Yeah. Actually, wouldn't it be more of a history check to see how it's done?
I'll allow that.
Okay. And
intelligence for history?
Yep.
yep.
Yes!
Emily got it right.
I got a 13. Yes.
Gentle Punt, you try to remember how to put the wheel back on. You remember, Sureen Ink had a really good idea, and you try it, but it didn't work. Sureen Ink, you notice Gentle Punt trying your former idea, and
Face
you
up.
decide to think back on how it was done properly.
Face up.
Not draw attention to the fact that Gentle Punt is doing what you did wrong. You confidently show Gentle Punt the correct way to do it.
Oh, so that's how it was again.
Face up.
Oh my gosh.
Face up. For one, face palming just isn't enough.
Well, Gentle Punt is going to help put the barrel back onto his cart.
Alright, the man by this point, his injuries are healed, and he will aid you as well. I'm not going to have you make a check for that. Between the two of you, we are able to put it on just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And whence do you go from there?
Well, we would probably... actually, before anything, Gentle Punt is going to ask, will you be alright for the continuation of the road?
Well, I think I will be. I'll do my best to avoid any rocks in the road.
That's probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea, yes.
And after that, the Gentle Punt is going to go ahead and continue on to Birchwood.
I'm assuming the rest of the party is going to follow?
Yep.
Alright.
Sure.
Although having taken it not long ago, the winding and hilly path seems ominous and unfamiliar in the black night. Trees and snow drift past, and pitch darkness seems to taunt you from beyond your light. At times, you swear your light reflects upon eyes far off the path. Everybody, please make a perception check.
Perceptione.
Okay, where was that kind of roll? When I needed it the most.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Gentle.
bad.
Okay. Should I wait for a minute?
Hmm?
Well, anyways, Gentle Punt is going to will feel more awakened when she realized she heard the scream. And she's going to tell the group she heard a scream and point to where she heard it.
Alrighty.
A scream, you say, says Sir George. And, he's going to pick up Serene Ink, who is the light source, and rush off into the forest.
I'm quickly following.
Alrighty. Serene just kind of stares at him as she's being carried along. Just not sure how to respond to that, but
Following the sound, you come upon several, by now you recognize, cultists of Bahal accosting a frightened-looking mare. She has a black eye and a bleeding lip, but is otherwise free of injury. As soon as you arrive, they spot the light and the man charging with a unicorn in his arms,
right.
and they bolt into the forest.
Serene's going to kind of nudge Sir George and grumble and say, "Can you put me down?"
Oh, yes, sorry.
Gentle Punt is going to go up to the mare and ask if she's alright.
Oh, thank the gods you saved me. I dare not think what those men intended to do.
I think they want to have sex.
Gentle Punt is kind of a little like speechless because she knows what's going to happen to her and didn't want to say anything about it. So she's going to perform a medicine check to see if the mare's doing alright.
Alright, go for it.
Help bandage the mare up.
Yep.
Aside from the black eye and the cut lip, she has no other major injuries worthy of note. She's gonna be fine.
Good.
Gentle Punt is going to say, maybe you should come with us. Are you going to Birchwood?
Yes, I was looking for work. I hear there's a new tavern opening.
Gentle Punt smiled and said, then we should be going together then.
If there are those sorts of men on the road, I would feel safer with you.
Gentle Punt nods and she starts heading towards the road again to get back on the path that they were on.
Alright. She will follow you, as I am assuming the rest of the party will.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Moving right along.
Moving right. Okay.
The still night, broken only by the crush of snow beneath your feet, or hooves, is suddenly rent by a scream further up the road. Rounding
dear.
a bend, torches dance as a battle takes place before your eyes. Robed cultists brandish spears against a familiar earth pony clenching a stick in his jaw, feebly attempting to beat off his assailants. The screams continue from a hooded wagon adjacent to him. Of course, as soon as you approach, you being a brilliant white light in this darkness, the cultists turn toward you and recognize you.
They recognize us? Wait, what? Oh, from us, protecting the girl, right? Or... I'm confused! Gentle Punt is going to yell, "Stop this instant!"
Oh, they've stopped. And by they've stopped, I mean roll initiative.
Whoa.
You know, if you don't want to play, no one's making you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Someone getting angry. But anyway. Wow.
Not so much angry, I think it's just kind of annoying, if you will.
I suppose.
I mean,
Well, you haven't really said anything to help out. That's why.
yeah.
It was your turn to do stuff this time.
It's anyone's game, actually. You can do whatever.
Okay.
Don't forget to add your initiatives.
Wait, question before Bell. Does Gentle Punt recognize one of the bandits being the one that helped them before? Mark?
Muted mic, figures. Make a perception check.
Alright.
Yes, as a matter of fact. The
Do
one
we
I
want to
have-
actually even do this?
the bandits, the cultists, I should say, have turned to attack you. Initiative, they're basically engaging a battle. If you can absolutely try to talk your way out of it. But they will be attacking you. As for your perception check, yes, that one in the back that I have haloed does look familiar, like the one that you've met before, who helped you out. And isn't it fun? They have the last initiative. Oh well.
Always
Deacondel.
fun when your enemies have last initiative.
Before ending, Gentle Punt wants to quickly point out that the bandit on the far right is the one that actually helped them before, but quietly to the group, of course.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, make a... Shoot, I forget what roll it is, but... Yeah, try to save against Sacred Flame. It's 12 DC.
Alright. Who are you attacking? Which one?
It's, 1. Bandit.
Alright. One moment, I need to get some hit points up.
Yay, I'm the only one that keeps forgetting to put hit points.
It's a dex saving throw, I believe. Totally failed that one.
Okay, I think it's D8. Yeah, do that. And I'm going to back up again to here. think I'm going to end my turn.
Alright. Sir George. Well, he's going to move up, obviously. Yeah, he's there. Alright, let's do it that way. He still has that crossbow, I believe Deacondel gave him.
Yes.
He's not brandishing the crossbow, although he still has it on his person. Holding out his hands to these cultists, he's going to vehemently beg them, please, stop what you're doing. This is wrong.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Sweet! Wow.
19 perception check.
Perception? No, that was a persuasion.
Yeah,
Persuasion, yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Persuasion.
Some of the bandits appear unmoved, but the one that Gentle Punt recognized, he most definitely appears moved, to the point where it doesn't look like he's going to be doing much. He has, in fact, sort of, his spear was horizontal at the ready, and he sort of pulled it back up vertical. Gentle Punt.
Well, she noticed what happened, but knowing that the other three was still probably attacked, she's going to go ahead. Move up.
Gotta love punny movement.
Yep. That's a nice punny movement. Anyways, monk unarmed.
Earth pony, 45 feet of movement. Hex yes.
Oh, that'll hit.
Yay!
Yeah, 16. If 16 doesn't hit, yeah. You're probably facing against something you probably shouldn't be facing against yet.
Yep.
Alright. That will bloody him.
And
Yes.
offhand.
Okay. That'll miss.
And fury of blows.
Alright. That'll hit. He doesn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Even if he rolled a 0 on a 1d6, he'd still be down.
Her modifier was enough to take him out.
Okay, and I still have enough for 5 more feet, so I'm going to move over here, closer to the wagon.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
Alright. Sureen Ink.
Alrighty. Sereen's going to move up here. And then she's going to pull out her ocarina and start playing her song. So she has her call to battle up and running here. Probably playing something like, you know what? Let's have fun with it. She's playing the Sun Song. Let's see, move, action.
But the Sun Song is so short!
That is about all she can do, so...
Why don't you do like your opponent's song? There, that's a long song.
Right. Maybe I should do New Wave Bossa Nova from Majora's Mask. It's the Elegy of Emptiness. There we go.
It's the Pokemon battle music.
Right. There you go. Why not? We'll go with that.
Alright, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. The Bandits. Bandit number 4 is going to go over to here, and he's going to attack Gentle Punt. Yeah, that didn't happen. Bandit number 2 is going to go to Sir George and attempt to hit him as well. And that won't happen either. Although, when he makes the attempt, remember, Sir George is unarmored at this point. But when the bandit, attempts to skewer him with his spear, you all notice a shimmering white light envelop Sir George as the strike is incoming. And when it sort of like makes contact, but you hear a metallic clang that you should not have heard with a spear moving through cloth.
It's like armor.
The white light resolves itself into ethereal plate armor, now covering Sir George.
Nice.
Cool.
Back up to the top, Deacondel.
Alright, I'll sacred. Yeah, what's the name of it? Sacred Flame on Bandit 2.
Alrighty.
Make the dex save of 12.
And he fails.
Okay, alright. Yeah, where's D4? Wait, I forget, did Bard Song apply the spells like
Yeah, it
this?
doesn't apply to magic. Just
Okay.
ranged and melee attacks.
Alright. 3, Bandit 2. And I'll move into flanking. And
Alrighty.
I'm done.
Okay. Sir George. Well, what will he do? Yeah, he'll just, he'll attempt fisticuffs with the bandit. Because that is sort of what he does. Neither of those hit. Alright.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Gentle punt.
She's going to attack Bandit 4.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Yay! Sorry, it's just that last week.
Yeah. Don't
Yep.
forget the,
Yep,
Bard
1d4.
Yep. Bard Song.
Alright, he's hurting.
Bad.
Yeah, he's bloodied.
That is offhand, and I'm guessing
Yeah.
that hit.
That'll hit. Well, since the last one was a 13 and that hit, unless he gained, plus something AC, yeah, he's most definitely down.
Oh, okay.
Heavy
And-
hitter.
Gentleman is going to come over here to Bennett 2 and use Flurry of Bows.
Alrighty.
And you haven't even spent a key point yet.
I used up all my key points last time unless I regained them,
that's
but
right.
yeah.
A 12 will hit.
Wow.
Yay!
Monk.
Holy cow!
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, max damage is gonna put him down.
Above! That's so insane! Gentleman is going to return back until the bandit. Well, I'm guessing this is when combat is mostly over, right?
Oh yeah, as soon as that guy went down, that's it.
Right.
Well, Gentleman is going to tell the bandit to please don't leave. The fact that you didn't hurt us means that you actually have a sense of what's a good word for it?
Decency?
Decency,
Yeah, decency.
justice,
Respect for life?
Yeah, decency.
goodness.
Maybe you should come with us, just as a precaution, just in case other bandits are on the road.
Why don't you make a persuasion check?
Okay.
Serene pulls out a scroll and lists off all the synonyms that she could possibly use.
Oh, fudge.
He doesn't appear too moved by your words. However, he does turn to Sir George. He hands his spear to Sir George, and he says, "Sir, I apologize. I have found the error of my ways. I only joined them because I had no family. They took me in. They said I was their brother, but they were not kind. I thank you. I thank you all. You have freed me of them.
I still suggest that he should come with us to Birchwood.
If you wish for me to follow you, then I will. Although, I should warn you, there are more of us out there.
Why do you think I want him to come with us?
Right.
So he wouldn't get killed.
Sureen smiles, says, "The more the merrier, and also the more the better."
Mhm.
Strong, we have strength in numbers.
Alright. Okay, so, I don't have the tokens on there, but, the Earth Pony that they were attacking, as well as his family, his wife, and apparently the small child, they all thank you as well for saving their lives.
You know what? I can't just do this for, but it's like, oh, you're welcome. Is Stripe 9 doing well?
How did you know the name of my son?
Good guess. Well, I have you all. Actually, Joseph is going to suggest them to come along with them if they're going to Birchwood. It's safer in numbers.
We were going to Birchwood. We would appreciate the traveling companions. Gentle Pun, call it high, medium, or low.
Oh crap. I'm going to go with medium. I'm sorry.
Medium. Alright.
Medium. Not bad.
Alright, so, a small colt peeks out of the hooded wagon, and he looks at Gentle Pun and smiles at her.
Aww. Joseph sees the little colt and she smiles back and waves.
He blushes and ducks back into the wagon.
He's kind of Hitler. What? Yeah, Sharpline
Okay.
isn't evil. It's just that in town he was probably raised by evil people. There's the
Yeah.
difference.
Okay. Alright. Maybe we change something here.
Continuing on?
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty. Ah. You can arrange your tokens if you wish. Go off to here. These go away. About an inch of snow now covers the land about you, the path visible only by the wide break in the trees offered by the road. A clump of trees, aside a bend in the road, give way to yet more sparkling torches, and a familiar and unpleasant-looking group of men stand and wait.
And also, I'm not going to charge in this time.
They do, of course, notice you.
Don't think Sereen's really gonna do anything. She's just gonna get ready to fight.
Okay.
Call up her song before the battle begins.
All right. The leader, the big man with the sword, draws it and points it toward the bandit the cultist whom you have saved. You, traitor! What are you doing there? The cultist sort of shrinks behind Sir George. I will not follow you anymore. The cultist leader laughs, a hearty belly laugh. You think you can escape the treachery of Baal? You are all foolish, and you will all die.
Before we start, can we give back the bandit's spear so he can actually deal some damage besides his fist?
Sure. Why not? Wow. This is gonna be a short battle. Oh well.
Yep.
Deacondel.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe we could try setting up sort of a phalanx position, but let me see. Let me see here. Yeah, gotta move up one more. How far from that? That's 25. Okay. Sacred Flame, Bandit Leader. Roll that dangle dong. Okay.
Miss, or rather fail. Nice. Max
All right.
damage.
And I'm gonna take a step back, and I end my turn.
All right. Sir George. He's going to move up to here. Once again, he's going to try to persuade these bandits to abandon their treacherous and evil ways. They don't seem to be buying it.
Nope.
Gentle Punch.
Okay. Well, I could go after the leader. Or I could just wait right here and... Actually, I might as well. That's all my moves too.
That's fine.
Okay. I am probably going to be flanked, but... Actually, no. I'm going to be right here instead and ready in action.
Okay. What is that going to be ready? What's the trigger?
Basically, the person that comes to attack me, I will use I will perform my full action on him, which I
Okay.
can do that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Should be able to do
Basically,
that.
in this case, you would prepare your monk unarmed strike, and by doing that, you would trigger your offhand attack as well as your flurry of blows.
Yep.
All right. Serene.
Alrighty. I've got my song already up.
Get closer to us.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to think of what the best.
Don't get too close, or you'll get slaughtered.
I don't know. I'm not too worried. I mean,
Excuse me.
she's gonna to move to here, and then she's going to ready in action. The first person that comes in her range that doesn't get killed by gentle punts, ready to action. she is going to knock in the face with her hooves. So yeah.
Alright. Bandits. Bandit number 2 is going to go down here, and he's going to attack Sir George. And swing and a miss. Bandit number 1 is going to come down here, and because he is not being killed by gentle punt, Sureen, your attack would go off.
Right.
That'll miss. And he's going to attempt to spear you.
That'll miss.
Alright. And Bandit Leader comes straight down to
yeah,
gentle punt.
Yeah, and that's when my attacks will go off.
Yep.
Yep.
That'll
Miss. That will hit.
No, it won't.
Oh no? Oh
It's
yeah.
18, remember?
Yeah, that's because it's the bandit leader.
And
Not a bandit.
flurry of blows, down miss.
That will indeed miss. And I forgot to increase the initiative. Alright, he is going to attack gentle punt.
Oh dear God, not a crit, not a crit.
Pretty sure that'll miss.
That's really
He's going to attack again, and that will also miss. Alright. Let's see. This bandit down here. He's sort of going to come up to here, but I can't really. Actually, yeah, he'll come up to here, and he's going to try to throw his spear at the bandit leader, and that'll miss. He's also without a spear now, but oh well. Deacondel.
Okay, I'm gonna try to, Searing Flame dongle him again. Bandit Leader, make the deck save.
Wow. These guys could not save against your spells.
Alright, 8.
Nice. And he's bloodied.
I think I started here, so I'm going to do what one of these dangle dongles go.
There you go.
Get the advantage, and in my turn.
Alright. Sir George. He's going to. No, if he did that, he'd provoke.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is a really good spot because it would grant advantage to everybody, but they have to. The two characters have to be able to move a square. They can't.
Oh, you know what? He's got divine armor. He's gonna provoke. It hit.
Wow.
Oh well.
Well, at least it wasn't great.
Wow, max damage. Bandit
wow.
Leader takes a good sized swipe out of Sir George, but Sir George doesn't seem to care. He's seething with righteous fury, as only a paladin can muster. And he's going to attack via punch. Bandit 2. One of those will hit. Both of them, actually. And let's hope he rolls plus his modifier, which I'm sort of guessing, but whatever. 5 damage. Not bad for a punch. Bandit 2 is bloodied.
Yay!
Gentle punt.
I am going to go out on the bandit leader.
Do it.
Knock him senseless.
Miss.
Miss.
Good God.
Offhand.
Hit.
Yay!
And he's down.
Yes! And now flurry of blows against bandit 2.
Sweet.
Well, you could, right? Actually,
That way?
No, you couldn't. Never mind.
Damage to Bandit 2 and He's down.
Yay!
Anything else?
I will. There you go.
Alright. Is that it?
Yep.
Serene.
Alrighty. Taking up flanking. Nope. Oh wait, advantage. Yep.
Yep.
Ah. Minimum damage.
Yep. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright.
Oh wait, Bard song.
Oh, yeah.
7 altogether. Maxed out the Bard song. Nice.
Alright, that will bloody him. He's going to attempt to spear Serene. Wow, I suck. I'm saving all my good rolls.
Right.
Bandit 3, Cultist 3, I should say, is going to come over here, and he's going to attempt to plead with his former mate. Yep. Wow.
Nice.
Wait, deja vu?
Max persuasion.
Yeah. He emphatically pleads with the remaining cultist to abandon his gruesome, hellish efforts and return to the side of the light. The cultist, who is surrounded, being pummeled on all sides, drops his spear and throws his hands up in surrender.
Good. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, but I don't have a sword to swing like Cloud, so I can't look awesome.
Alrighty.
But yeah, we did a lot better than last week.
Yeah.
The rules were on our side this time.
Alright, what are we doing now? Are we convincing this cultist to go with us?
Yeah, probably for the best. I mean, who knows what might happen on the road.
Tell the cultist, come with us, redeem yourself by joining our side and journeying with us.
Okay, still hurt me.
You know what? Gentle Punt is gonna be nice to him and hand him a potion of healing.
He sort of looks around at the rest of you as if silently asking for permission to take it.
You can have it.
Alright. Thank you. He slowly lowers one hand and takes it off of your hoof and drinks it. It's enough to get him out of bloodied. Alright.
Gentle Punt smiles at him. It's like, there you go. Feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, let's continue on to Birchwood without any problems.
Everyone continuing on then?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. Get rid of them. As you crest a hill, the warm glow of firelight flickering in the windows of a distant, familiar town entices you to get out of the cold. Approaching, you find a man sitting upon the side of the road, a bottle of drink in his hand, and a small, misshapen snowman at his side.
Punt walks up to the drunken man. Hello, sir.
Sereen's going to ready her whatever.
The cleaning one.
Yeah.
Yes.
The man looks up at Gentle Punt and says, "Well, hello there. How are you doing this fine evening?"
Doing good. I hope you're not getting too drunk today.
Oh, quite a bit actually. From behind you, Gentle Punt, you hear Sir George say, "John, what are you doing?" The drunk stands up, quite hurriedly. "George, how's it going, you old fart?" Because it's difficult to roleplay with myself, I'll just explain what happens. The drunk man, not as drunk as before. He seems to be, shall we say, lightly toasted. He's in very good spirits. There are very good spirits inside of him as well, if you catch my meaning. Sir George is initially worried about his drinking, but Sir John, just plain old John, assures him that he's only having one last hurrah before he gives up alcohol entirely. He even produces a brand new violin and bowstring, and he attempts to play, although it's not sounding that good. Serene, high, medium, or low?
Let's do low. We've been doing medium the whole time.
Call it again.
Medium?
Close enough.
Close enough. Serene's going to stare at him for a moment, and then she's going to step up to him and say, "Hey, don't you have, say, a rapier of some kind?"
He looks it down at his side. He has to move the violin in order to do it. Well, obviously I do. It's only for protection, of course.
Protection, of course.
And for looking very sexy, if I might say so.
She just kind of rolls her eyes at that. She says, "Have you ever considered using your rapier as a bow for your violin?"
A rapier as a violin bow? Why, that would look amazing. He throws the bow over his shoulder and pulls out his rapier. He begins to play once again, and that first note that he strums is just perfect. It resonates through the air. Sounds beautiful. Why, this is amazing. Thank you. What a glorious idea. I shall have to write a song for you. What's your name?
Sureen Ink.
Sureen Ink. Ah, lovely. You may hear bards sing of your name.
Well, why don't we go inside the tavern where it's warmer?
Oop, Skype like.
Skype like,
Lord,
what?
people who don't drink.
You had Skype like.
Am I back?
It was lagging,
you're
and then
back.
for a second it speed up. It's like, what?
Oh well.
I'm,
So he throws his arm around Sir George's shoulder and says, "Come, brother, let us have something to celebrate my giving up of alcohol. Tell me, what is it that non-drunks do to celebrate?"
they
Sir
drink
George.
coffee.
So George sort of shifts his eyes. There are other drinks, brother. Let's get you some of them. Other drinks. What a novel idea. Anyway. So, you continue on into Birchwood. Arriving back at the Baffled Lord's Tavern, you find the place all but identical to the state in which you left it. The ponies are still enjoying their meal, the bartender still cleans the mugs, the bar mare still serves drinks, the family still enjoys their meal. I think I did that twice. Oh well. And the robed figures are still chatting quietly. And, much like the last time, the people, ponies, and wagons you were traveling with have all vanished from sight.
Oh, not again.
Hey, everything's good this time. They didn't all turn into cultists. Sureen's gonna smile at this and say, looks like everything's right again.
I'm going to look around to see if the elf is there.
If the who?
The elf. That was
Oh,
with
yes.
Sir George.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
The elf.
I was looking at the wrong one. I actually had to check the sheets up for a second. Yay!
You do not see the elf maiden.
Huh.
Serene, high, medium, or low?
Medium.
Nope.
Nope.
Gentle Punt is going to walk up to the bartender and ask, do you know where the elf maiden is? Pretty
Elf
sure.
maiden?
Yes.
You don't get many elves around these parts. Certainly no maidens.
Gentle Punt is going to walk back towards Sir George and say, I think he said the bartender said that there has been no elves around. And I'm pretty sure it's only been at least 4 hours.
Well, perhaps. I confess I am as confused as you are. To be honest, I don't even know where she came from to collect me. She simply collected me.
Angel? Just kidding. Huh.
Gentle Punt, high, medium, or low?
Hi.
There you go.
Gentle Punt looks around in the tavern and she's going to say, hey, where's that little filly that was here before?
That's a good question.
Gentle Punt is going to go up to the bartender again and ask, was there a filly over here?
Philly? Yes, I think so. I believe she was enjoying the bard song.
Huh. Okay. Well, what happened to her?
Not sure. Perhaps she left.
I see.
Nice.
Well, You know what? Josephine is going to do one last Arcana check. Well, probably her last. I'm just guessing. If she detects any magical properties that was here.
Okay, go for it. You do not. It appears to have the same magical aura as every other place that you've checked. In other words, none that you can determine.
Alright.
Sereen's gonna start looking around frantically. She's gonna look at the group and say, I just heard a voice in my head. It said child. I think it might be referring to that filly.
Well, I guess we're supposed to find a filly. Josephine is going to go ahead and go around the tavern asking if anyone's seen the filly that was in here.
Alright. When you get to the bard, he doesn't even pause playing, he just continues on. Yes, I believe she left some time ago.
How long was this?
Well, not long. Maybe 10, 20 minutes?
Josephine nods and then she goes to the group and says, apparently the filly left, at least around 10-20 minutes. We should check outside then. Okay.
Well,
Josephine is going to leave the tavern and look around for session.
Alright. Is everyone going to go with her?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Would that be-
Outside,
Oh.
in the falling snow, just at the edge of the light cast by the tavern, is a small filly. She stands there, seemingly unmindful of the cold, smiling serenely. In a kind, sweet voice, she says to you, "You ruined my plans."
Huh?
Before your very eyes, she undergoes a hideous transformation, growing several times her size, her skin and bone cracking, her flesh tearing, her hooves elongated to clawed hands. She, or it, snarls at you, and with an ungodly swiftness, leaps to attack.
Oh, goody.
Yikes!
It's a bale spawn.
Oh, that filly was so cute too.
That's the point!
Right? Exactly it, too. I think... Yeah, the bale spawn's initiative is higher than mine. For sure.
Deacondel.
Okay, what are we doing? We just battling?
That's what it looks like. I mean, it's a bale spawn. It's a...
Alright.
It's
It's a
evil.
demon.
There you go.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Okay, gotta get up to it closer. Okay, Sacred Flame on it. Get save 12. You will do. Okay, D8. Bam. Did that do any extra damage because it's a demon or something?
Nope.
Okay. How far can I move here? I move 30, so I gotta stay right there. I have my turn.
Alright. Sir George. He's going to move up. Unfortunately, that's as far as he can get. He doesn't have enough speed left to charge. but he does seem to be readying an attack for if and when the Bale Spawn should approach him. Gentle Punt.
Shall okay. Gentle Punt is going to ready in action for when the Bell Spawn goes up to her.
Okay. The Bale Spawn. He, or it, is going to move over to here. Quite around, actually, let me see his speed. Ooh. It's going to move over to here, quite around you. When he gets to here, he's actually going to leap at Sureen Ink.
Oh, great. Hit.
Alright.
You jerk!
9 damage. And are you unconscious?
Possible? Yes.
Okay. But let's do this anyway. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I will as soon as my character sheet stops being stupid. Alrighty.
Alright, you're fine. Well, you're unconscious, but you're otherwise fine.
Yeah.
Alright, it's your turn. Make a death saving throw. That's right. Oh, that's 2 strikes.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Deacondel.
Okay, Sacred Flame on you again. Am I in range? Yes, I am. Yuga Fingy. Woo. So if you save, is that like half damage of our roll, or just...
Not unless it says half damage.
Okay, well. I'll just take it as not doing any damage. I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna do Spare the Dying.
I think you had to do that when I fell unconscious.
Okay.
It's a
I'm gonna
swift
move that
action. I think
over here.
you can actually do it.
Can he?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I think it would check the reaction to the NPCs because they die instantly. But you gotta make those death saving rolls.
Right.
Yeah.
That should give me time.
Yeah. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure with how it was treated last week, so.
So I'll do that dangle, and you should be up if I can do it like that.
Alright. You have 1 hit point, Serene.
I was gonna say, what does that do? 1
Okay.
hit point. Alright.
Alright. I end my turn there.
Alright. Sir George. He is going to... Can you get over there? Yes, he can. He's going to get over to flanking. Yelling loudly at the top of his voice, "Foul beast!" He's going to swing his fist, but as he does, a radiant light appears in his hands and resolves itself to a long sword.
Nice, nice.
Yay!
And he's going to hit.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah. 18 should hit any AC.
And he's going to deal a mighty blow.
18 won't hit Apollo.
The Bahal spawn
Well,
shrieks in pain and anger. Gentle Punt.
Gentle Punt is going to go over here and... Question, is this exactly like for E?
Yes.
Or...
If you're prone, you do not allow flanking.
Well, I was going to say Deacondel is behind him too, but I guess...
No, he's a medium creature. You'd have to be opposite.
yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
He was a large creature, but he isn't.
Right.
Okay. Well, anyways, at least I can deal 3 attacks.
Yep.
Okay, first... Oh.
That'll hit.
Another hit.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And again.
Yep. Oh, that'll miss. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Sorry.
Try
That
to
one.
roll
That'll
damage.
that'll miss.
Okay. And then flurry of blows. Miss.
That'll miss.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Ball spawn. Yeah. He is going to. He's going to attack a gentle punt. He'll
Miss.
probably not hit. He's going to swing again, and that
Miss.
won't hit either.
Okay.
Right. Serene Ink.
Alrighty. Stand up. I don't have any healing spells or anything. What do you guys think? Song or attack?
Song.
Song?
Yeah.
No
But that's just
answer
me.
Oh, that's right.
It's you can
Yeah, I think
choose.
Alex went out. Yeah, Alex is out for a second. Alright. Yeah. We'll do the song.
Okay, starting the song up. Deacondel, who is AFK. I'll just hold him for now. Sir George is going to swing. And he has advantage. Neither of those will hit. Gentle punt.
Okay. Let's see.
That'll hit.
That is a hit.
Yay! And because of our song, sweet. Aw.
7 damage. Still good.
That will bloody him.
Nice, nice.
And
Yeah,
then
twice
unarmed.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Ouch.
And flurry of blows.
That'll hit.
more. Nice.
I kind of wish it was a crit, but oh well.
And before he goes down,
Wow.
your turn.
It's a crit.
That's damage.
Wow.
That will be it for him. Your massive flurry of hoof attacks destroy the beast. It shrieks in pain as it falls to the ground.
Yay!
Although as it falls, it hisses its last breath. He has returned. Nothing you can do will stop it.
Okay.
And we will remember that and probably stop him eventually. But who knows?
Yeah, probably not. I mean, this is the... Are we done with the campaign? I don't know.
Well, not exactly yet. We gotta do the ending first.
Yeah. We
It's
say
a
I'll
long
finish it
time.
up, obviously. But as for whether there will be a continuation in this story, that's
That
completely
is a
different
good
matter.
question.
That is a good question.
I mean,
Well-
I don't even know if we're counting up XP here.
We're going to add experience. Mark says that we're going to level up by the end of this.
Yep.
Okay.
As the beast breathes its last and falls dead upon the lush, pure snow, a soft clapping is heard from outside the light.
Gentleman turns around to see where the clapping is coming from.
From its direction, an elf maiden with long golden hair and silver armor approaches you, a small smile upon her lips. You have defeated the Bell Spawn, which plagued these lands, and nearly undid history itself. Her voice begins to change when she speaks. It is almost as if another is speaking through her, borrowing her voice. It is a powerful essence and fills your bodies with warmth and life.
Goddess?
You have our thanks. We bestow upon you our blessing. The elf maiden proffers her hands, and a glow emits from them, enveloping you all. The light resolves itself into spectral wings which sprout from your back. Your heart and body feels lightened by this blessing. Sir George, allowing his sword and shield and armor to dissolve, nods with a smile at the elf. "Thank you," he says with reverence, and then turns to the party. "And thank you, my friends. You have saved my soul, and shown me that it is a wonderful life."
Oh, hey, it's a ripoff. Whoop.
It's always a wonderful life when you help others.
Yep.
You all game what I posted in the chat, and you are all level 2.
Yay!
Blessing of Frig. Nice.
As a swift action, it's nice. But I think I'll be running still. But it's nice to have wings.
And that is indeed the end of this campaign. Thank you all very much for playing. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep.
Blessing of Frig. I certainly did. That was pretty awesome. Alright. Quick couple of things for me to say, I guess. As per usual, next week will be back to Pool of Radiance. So you guys are free to make sure your characters are up to date and all that for that. Shoot. I do have to make one quick note on Pool of Radiance. I ended up having to change a plot point. I'll just post this in the Skype group so that you guys can see it there. Ended up changing a plot point though. So give me just a second to re-find my Pool of Radiance sheet. While the party was in Sokol Keep, you guys met Ferran Martinez. He gave you a piece of information that I didn't give you because I wasn't aware that he gave it to you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the entire Ferran Martinez encounter. And then you guys can just read that. And then that will tell you everything you need to know.
Well, I'm going to read that afterwards.
Yeah, that's fine. I just tried to make any notes that I need to make.
Alright.
Next week we may have a new player. It sounds like Zerodyne's going to be joining in.
Yay!
That is definitely the hope. He says he's already working on his character right now, so sounds like he'll be there. Oh yeah, another plot point. You guys will receive this scroll as a handout. So there's that. I think that is it though. 'Cause I don't have anything else. So, I do believe that is going to be it on the Pool of Radiance notes. So just keep those couple of notes there that I posted in mind. That aside, I hope you guys will enjoy Pool of Radiance next week. I've been doing a lot of work with it. I mean, it's a good thing I did because I had to change a lot of stuff here. So, I believe that's all the notes I have to make on Pool of Radiance. So, once again, meeting, like I said, meeting next week, 6 o'clock like normal. Also, since this live stream thing, as well as the YouTube thing, seems to be going pretty well, we'll just keep doing that.
Alright.
So I'll be not only recording it for YouTube, but also broadcasting it over Twitch. As such, I'll make notes for that. Again, there are 3 little things there at the bottom of the video. They give you links to my my YouTube, my Twitch, and my Tumblr, I think, something like that. So you can follow those and be able to continue to watch this D&D session. I've got live streaming it on Twitch and then backing it up on YouTube for archives. That's about all I have to say. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and we will see every pony next time. As I always say, keep calm and pony on, every pony.
Yay!
Bye bye.
Toodles.
Bye bye!